Okay, great.
Okay, great. Uh,
Start our session with Islamic
Start our session with Islamic greeting.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the Poultry Professional
Welcome to the
Webinar Series 2024. My name is Muhammad Siam Akram, and I'm the founder, president of Poultry Professional Society. Here today, I'm moderating this session. So before we get started, I just want to give you some instructions about the webinar. The webinar will be recorded. Just a quick note to you. So be aware of it if you don't want your video to be shared on social media later on. And the second, the webinar will be at the end of the session. We have a question and answer session, and we will answer your queries. If you have a question during the webinar, during the discussion, you just put this your question into the chat box, and at the end, our speaker will answer the question. Today's talk is our first talk in this series. That is the nutritional strategies help to mitigate Salmonella challenge in poultry production. And this talk will be presented by our keynote speaker, Dr. Ishaq Podal, who is from the North Carolina State University, USA. So just giving you a brief introduction of our today's speaker. Dr. Ishaq Podal is an esteemed researcher in the field of poultry science with a strong commitment to advance the poultry science field. He has been a part of several research projects and has contributed to the understanding of poultry nutrition, disease, and management, especially in laying hens. So along with this, Dr. Ishaq Podal holds a PhD in agriculture sciences, specializing in poultry science from Mississippi State University. He also earned a Master of Science in Poultry Nutrition and Management from the same institution, where his research focused on the effects of monochromatic light on the growth and production of laying hens. His doctoral research centered on developing nutritional strategies to mitigate Salmonella challenge in laying hens. He is currently a research scholar in the prestigious Department of Poultry Science at North Carolina State University, USA. So thank you, Dr. Ishaq Podal, for joining us today. So next,
it's my pleasure.
Next we have our session chairperson of this today's session, Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed. Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed is our Director of the Poultry Nutrition and Academic Committee, PNAC PPS. And currently, Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed is serving as the head of the Department of Livestock Production and Management in the Faculty of Veterinary and Animal Sciences at Pir Meher Ali Shah Agriculture University, Rawalpindi, Pakistan. So in addition to this, he is also the Director of Quality Enhancement Cell at Pir Meher Ali Shah Agriculture University. Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed has more than 25 years of experience in teaching, research, and providing collaboration in industry-academia linkage. So now proceeding this session, I call on Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed to please give some welcome remarks to our keynote speaker and to the audiences who are attending this session today. Sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Siam, for giving me this opportunity. So I welcome to Dr. Ishaq Podal, Prestige Department of Poultry Science, North Carolina State University. Dr. Ishaq, welcome. And I also welcome all the participants who are sparing time to attend this webinar. The idea behind organizing this webinar is related to the issue which the poultry industry of Pakistan is facing for the last many years. Salmonella, which is actually the major cause of food poisoning, salmonellosis. So that have a very negative impact on the poultry industry during the last 2 decades. Due to this issue, the poultry industry suffered a lot in the country, and we have a loss in terms of export, and many countries like European Union, United States, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Kuwait, they banned import from the Pakistan side. So it caused a huge loss in terms of economics. That's cumulative. It goes around almost 80% drop in the import. And if we look at the economic value, so it go up to almost 90 million US dollar during 2010 to 2015. So this is not only the case, that also cause a shrinkage in the poultry industry and also cause a loss in labor market. Still, this issue is present and the industry is facing challenges. And a recent study which was published in 2023, we see there is a drop in, again, the cases in the Salmonella, but still the issue is there. And the sampling from some sites indicated there is 84% of the poultry litter samples they contain this Salmonella. So that's a big challenge for the Pakistan poultry industry. So that's why we decided to have a insight, particularly from nutrition point of view, because a lot of additives they can be used to reduce the Salmonella. So in this context, Dr. Eshab Paudel, we again welcome you and put a light and focus on nutritional strategies to mitigate Salmonella challenge in poultry. So I welcome you and I request you to please have your key findings with us so that we can use nutritional strategies for combating or mitigating the Salmonella. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Tanveer Ahmed. So not